My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Darkest Rap State Estate. Oh, I forgot that I was going to say estate after that. The Darkest Rap State Estate. Is there any way I can rename that? Raptropolis, though. There were a bunch of lovely commenters to remind me of all of the different suffixes I could have appended. Oh well, I've already screwed it up. Instead, it's the Darkest Rap State Estate. Here we have the event, A Desert Wind. A sandstorm of rumors and half-truths swirl about the newcomer. Fien. Fine? That's just pronounced fine, right? Last Gasp, which is +1 speed on half or lower HP, plus 10% damage range skills. You've also got Compulsive. That's really bad. A lot of these negative ones that are a little abstract in their descriptions are about forcing characters to interact with certain curios and about forcing them to interact with those curios without protection, typically. So someone who has Cetiomania, right? Obsession with food, is going to interact with a lot of the food-related curios without, for instance, previously disinfecting them with medicinal herbs or anything like that. And as a result, will get a lot of diseases or negative quirks. Compulsive is similar to that for interaction with a lot of different curios. So that's actually probably a deal breaker here. Also Dacnomaniac, or Dacnomanic, obsessed with killing. We will have a quick look at the Shield Breaker's abilities though. Moves forward by 1, slightly lower than full damage. It does pierce armor. Okay, can target all slots from anything except for the back. Okay, that's not bad, right? It's a kind of all-round utility kind of thing. Let's have a look at your actual base damage. Yeah, it's okay. We've also got +5% crit on that. Puncture from anywhere to anywhere, moves you forward, counts as range. Previous one's melee. Okay. It bypasses guard and breaks guard, can't be guarded for 500% base. Oh, okay. So it's an easy way to break guard without stunning, which means that when a character is doing a lot of stuns, a lot of guards, right, which happens a lot in certain boss fights, sometimes you want to basically perma-stun them to prevent them from doing their guards on and on and on, but perma-stunning has been heavily disincentivized as a mechanic by whenever a character is released from a stun, gaining a ridiculous amount of stun resist. They used to gain some, but not as much as they currently do. So I guess that means that you can alternate, right? Puncture and a stun in order to continually remove that guard. Excellent. It also pulls by 2 and lowers speed by 1. So this is, I guess, primarily, it's also got a relatively low damage modifier. So I imagine this is just to pull someone out of the back of the party, get ready to start wailing on them, the more priority targets. Adder's Kiss can only be used at the very front, moves you back 1, does not have a damage mod, interesting, has a high crit mod relative, and a reasonable blight chance, but the blight is quite high at 3 points a round for 3 rounds. Can only target the front 2. Okay. It's fair that that can only be used in the front position because otherwise you would use that consistently. Impale is in the front position and attacks everything. Oh, okay, so it looks like a lot of these are about getting yourself to the front position, then using an ability that moves you back, and just paying the price for that one effectively. It is a target all ranged with a fairly low damage mod, but also a fairly low crit mod. So that's probably more like a grape shot blast that hits everyone basically, which is Dismas's ability that we've seen before. Expose, melee, moves you back, bypasses stealth, and increases the chance that that target receives crits by 8%. That actually might be really interesting in like a high crit build where you have especially very singular targets like bosses that you want to stack that on. And maybe bosses with stealth mechanic. I don't know if there are that many. Captivate can only be used from the middle to their middles. And it does extra damage versus marked. I mean, marked still doesn't seem to be a strategy that really works that well. IMHO. Uses per battle 2. This is Serpent's Sway. Moves you forward. Can't be used in the back. It self 2 blocks. What's a block? I guess it just blocks an attack. And it also buffs self by giving you +1 speed. So you can use that twice in a battle. Okay. Not bad. She's also got Adder Embrace for increasing her skill chance and for blight as well as a resistor blight. And oh, Sandstorm! You can designate a companion who can't be marked. That's actually particularly interesting. You could use that if there's someone that you want to keep up and active. There are some bosses that will only attack targets that are marked. So if you put that on someone, you effectively make them invulnerable for that fight. Snake skin, time cost 3. It's just protection and max HP. All companions get 15% armor piercing. I don't know how that's going to work mechanically, right? Maybe just 15% of the armor is negated, but typically enemies that have armor don't, like, they have it in terms of their prot. Is it just reduction? Like, if someone has 15% prot, am I going to do full damage with this? Or am I going to deal... Is it going to be multiplicative? That's a little difficult to tell. Base stats aren't that great. Especially Blight, low resistance. Damn. All right, I'm definitely not going to be taking the initial one that came up, though. Then we've got these three. We've got Varsi, who is Calm and Antsy. Calm is not a bad modifier on a Plague Doctor. Typically, you're not attacking with the Plague Doctor on the first turn. At least you're not attacking for damage, right? You're usually throwing out your blasts. Negative 20% to armor upgrade costs isn't that bad. It's like a saving of what? 200 and then probably 300. Let's round it out. Probably 2,000 in upgrading the hero. And then Clutch Hitter, extra crit on low HP. Antsy really kills it though, because now I have to take them out constantly, which I'm doing currently with Morcel. So I'm probably not going to take them. Compulsive and CTO Mania means that I'm just not taking you. Sorry about that. Bam. And hooray. +5 stress when attack misses and you've got quick draw. I mean, we already have 2 Vestals in our party, so I don't need to take a third right now. So I'm starting to look at the composition, I guess, of our party, right? So we've got 2 healers. We've got 1 stress healer. We've a couple DPS and like very little lockdown. So we need to get some more lockdown. So I'd look at a Man-at-Arms. I'd look at a Hellion. I'd look at those kinds of classes especially. We need a couple more of those. And if we could get like an occultist or 2, that'd be quite good. So 2 Vestals, 2 occultists. Typical build for me. I'm actually not going to be taking any of those, so I guess I don't have to worry about who I'm going to release from my party. The Sanitarium is now available, which allows us to remove or lock in quirks. So if there's a positive quirk that I want to keep, just lock it in. Or negative quirks I want to get rid of, I can remove them. It will cost a hell of a lot right now until I start upgrading the treatment library. It's extremely expensive to do. Let's actually have a look at it. Yeah, 5,000 for removing something that is locked in over time on Fontmai. Gifford, something that isn't locked in. Yeah, 1,500. It's rough. I do want to remove on Gifford Nocturnal and Off Guard, but at the same rate, she's only level 1, so maybe I just don't, right? Maybe I just wait until I get a Bevestal. Marcel, do you have anything that I desperately need to remove? I mean, Thanatophobia isn't going to trigger that often for us, but the Antsy, that does need to be removed. We'll see. Bonneville, Paranamania, as well as Night Blindness. Yeah, neither of those bad. I actually really want to lock in Hippocratic on you, but that would cost 7.5 thousand, which is just a little rich for my blood. All right, let's start choosing our mission. It's only 9 minutes into the game. It's fine. Let's start choosing our mission. Whoa, the thing from the stars roams here this week. You might encounter it. I'm actually a little keen on doing that. Definitely not going to the Thronging Hive. This is medium, and we don't have anyone prepared for that. It's also worth noting that a mistake was pointed out in my previous episode, and that's that I should be going for medium missions wherever available right now. And the primary reasoning behind that is we don't actually have that long, right? Since we're doing a Blood Moon campaign, hang on, it should be here.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay, never mind. It does not appear to be here. Where is the information? Ah, here, probably. Can I close that event without... Nope, never mind. Okay, here we go. We have 100 weeks in order to complete this game. Wow, that's... Has that been made longer? I think that's been made longer. I think it used to be like 70 weeks or 72 weeks or something like that. And also, if 16 heroes die, we lose.
Covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
So since we have a time anti-hero constraint, we should really get moving. I'm going to go to the Cove, though, because I want to see what that thing beyond the stars is. Now, the Cove is interesting. In the Cove, you typically have a higher bleed resist. I mean, you can still bleed them, but they have a higher bleed resist. So any character that is relying on their bleeds won't be taken here. That said, we don't have any, so that's handy. Blight is really, really handy here because a lot of enemies have protection, but you want to bypass that protection by applying a DOT or a dot damage over time. So Blight or Bleed trigger, so if we can more easily Blight, we'll more easily Blight. So I'm probably going to be taking Fontamai on this mission. So let's quickly drop a bunch of y'all. Let's take Fontamai for, yeah, back positions. Excellent. Then after that, I mean, we probably just take Renard because we don't really have that many frontliners right now. It's unfortunate truth. I mean, we do have Restore. Ooh. Could easily do that. I could do that as well as Moncel as my frontliners. Kind of like this. And then be Bonville probably. Yeah. Be Bonville there. I mean, I don't hate it as a party. It's not amazing, but I don't hate it. All right. Let's unequip all trinkets and then sort them by rarity before we re-equip them to characters. So you'll be taking lower stress because that's pretty much essential. Protection Stone. I mean, Restart is probably going to be acting pretty slow already. I don't really know if I'm going to add protection, the negative speed on you. That said, Fontmai already has lower accuracy. And your base accuracy is 100, so anything with dodge is going to start getting a little dodgy. Pun not intended. So we'll drop that on you and go off to the Cove. Sure. Now I'm provisioning for the Cove. I am going to take way more medicinal herbs than I usually do. And that's because some of the best effects here have medicinal herbs, including the ability to remove negative quirks while on a mission, which is dope as hell. Also take 2 shovels because you can crack open clams. Take a full stack of torches, full stack of food. I'm probably taking too much food. I could probably go with 6 and 8. It wouldn't be that difficult. That all looks pretty good to me as it is. Yep. All right, let's embark. The Fishfold's scaled skin affords them increased resistance to bleeding attacks. I mean, we just came from the area with only skeletons, basically, so...
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
So I'm familiar, it's okay. Ugh. Lame.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Oh, Curious needs to be removed instant. Oh, but so does that. And this one's actually locked in. All right. We'll get Fontmai to interact with this using a medicinal herb. And it will bring out profound healing qualities and remove lazy eye. So now Fontmai has 5 extra accuracy. So I needed to come down in this location, despite the fact that the easiest way to move in this map is out in the other direction so that I don't backtrack. Since the goal is complete 100% of room battles, I have to come here just in case there's a room battle here. Thankfully, I came here because there is. All right. Be rolling out damage rather than the stun. Not the worst you could have done, I guess. Getting a lot of actions that aren't really accomplishing that much, unfortunately, though. Whew. Very little lockdown done in that first round. Ooh, spearfishing. Actually, spearfishing doesn't pull you forward until the second area, so we're fine. Stress wave double dodged as well. Hell yes. Barnacle barrier, so that's a guard, which means that if I attack the pelagic grouper, it is going to attack the pelagic guardian instead. They're guarded. Really? Ugh. Lame. Okay, if I can stun you, and I can, excellent. That's a really easy setup for your kill.
Press this advantage.
That'll do it too, I guess. Since this will target both the grouper and the guardian, when I do Hue, which hits the front two at the same time, it will actually bypass the guard.
A decisive
Ooh,
bubbling.
nice crit. What does your crit do? Oh, it increases your blight skill chance for a round. Yeah. They're kind of tiny effects. Boom. Oh, what a big hit.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
Yeah, figured.
Unforgiving.
All right, I'm going to need to take a couple recovery actions here.
Their formation is broken.
Oh, okay, the Pelagic Guardian is going to be killed next turn. So I'm just going to hope that the Pelagic Guardian doesn't do anything particularly aggressive this turn. Octocestus, yeah, but don't hit. Oh, you hit 4, don't bleed. Oh, you bled. Oh, you had to bleed. Oh, you're the worst. No, and it went early. Oh, I couldn't even remove the bleeding in time. Okay, so I'm going to take another 6 damage. That's what I get for trying to string the fight out a little longer. Fonmai, why were you so... What had slowed you? Oh, of course. Fonmai was acting super slow because of the negative debuff of having gotten trapped in this hallway. That's really frustrating. Oh, well. Tis okay. We'll be fine, I think. Sure, take another torch. And loot that backpack.
Packs
Another torch as well.
Are often low on supplies.
I was gonna pump the torch, but didn't really want to. I'll pump it now because I'm pumping it before I go into the room anyway. Nice.
Eradicated.
Doesn't even leave a corpse. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna start blighting the front line because I'm probably gonna Hue here. Actually, I could not Hue. I definitely have to heal with Vestal. No real choice in that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the single hit. Oh! This is the bad thing. The lepers have really low accuracy. That's why I wanted to take the Fortunate Amulet much earlier on. Because their low accuracy is rough. Excellent. That one's dead. Next up. Ooh, a crit as well. Those crits are also lowering the stress across the party a little bit, which is extraordinarily handy. Please don't. Please don't. Please. Thank you. Oh, missed him. Little bit of damage. I'm going to have you self-heal. As much as I want to attack with you, gosh, this party is not in great shape right now. Excellent. Okay, Pelagic Grouper in the front line is dead. D-E-D, dead. Why are your healing skills kind of garbage? Oh, you leveled up, but I didn't level up your skills. Okay. Yeah, so they're garbage because I'm garbage. That makes sense.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Death.
Okay. Hopefully the Pelagic Grouper. Yep. Huh? That'll work. Alright. Now I just need to get a lethal DOT on you this turn. Perfect. And now we take every other action trying to do recovery. I'm going to go across the party. Yeah, and a crit on the front line. Nice. If we got back to the leper's turn and I got to use Solemnity again, I would have been in a great position. But hey, I'm not going to kick this out of bed for eating crumbs. This is good. This is going well. I mean, that's actually not that bad of a shuffle, all things considered. So we got surprised, so we got shuffled. Don't actually pull. Thank you. Nice. This also allows me... Oh, come on! To set up Riposte on the first turn. Hey, get him. I have to stun that target. Yeah, good. Oh! Nice. Thank you, Leper. What do you get? You get plus accuracy. You get plus accuracy? That's insane. I am so glad that you shielded directly behind you because that is not going to help. Oh, man. All right. Didn't move him. That's fine. Still need to hit the back line, unfortunately, because you were bleeding for... Well, you blight for 4, but weren't going down. Sure, we'll heal across the party. That is a real good result. That is the best result, in fact, we could get. Octocester Sand! Son of a... Excellent. By doing that Hue, I bypass the guard, which means that this cultist acolyte is going to die this turn. Excellent. Let's reactivate that riposte.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
We'll remove that bleed, because that bleed was going to be bleeding for a very long time. DOTs that are applied when you crit on applying them, you actually increase the duration for which they occur. So I was going to take some serious DMG points that I did not want to be taking. Ooh, 11. Now that's a number. Don't bleed. Hey, didn't bleed. Excellent.
This
hey, and we got a scout. Nice.
Success.
Okay, haven't got a fight for a while. I mean, we haven't got a fight for a while. And we got a lot of torches. Okay, I'm going to turn out the torch before I loot this.
The darkness holds dominion.
And then waste the torch because I forgot what keys look like. Ooh. That was actually a really, really low result. Okay, we'll disarm here. Mm-hmm.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Oh, we got another scouting. You know what? I might actually just take this this battle in low light. Since we've scouted it, we can't be surprised. Whoa!
Of otherworldly death.
The hell are you? You've got, okay, 2 actions in a turn, which is a problem. I think I should actually start off with my tracking shot, I feel. Got very low dodge, very low speed as well. You haven't got that high a blight resist, but my blight chance is 110 versus 40, okay, with 70% chance to blight you every time we try. Okay, worked out. Our stun chance on you is tiny, right? Our stun is 100%. Yours is 85% resist, so 15% chance to stun. Probably not really worth our time doing that. I feel like I should probably just heal. Yeah. Paralyzing shaft.
Ringing ears.
Okay, you crit me for a ridiculous amount of stress and also some... That's unfortunate. Also stunned me. Phase Gnaw. That's a very heavy blight with a lot of stress as well. Return to the stars. Just stress across the party. This is a problem. Unfortunately, I have nothing I can do except for just murder that over the top dramatically. Excellent, nice crit, lowers your stress, and you crit on the self heal. You can get a lot of good results out of that. Are you about to act twice in a row? Usually these are split up so that you... Whoa! Sky Taint! What? What is it? It's a disease that is increasing the stress that they take and their blight resist and bleed resist is lowered. Usually they're lined up so they can't attack you a ridiculous amount of times in a row, but I guess they can. I need to remove your blight because it's just way too high.
Another one falls.
Let's heal you up. You've got riposte on. It's pretty important you stay around. Blight hits, nice. About halfway through the enemy. This is... Ugh. Vorpal Strike, okay. Just Stress. Excellent. Just Stress is fine by me. This thing has 80% protection right now? Whoa! That's a crit for all of your HP. And we stressed out. And now we're paranoid. And it also was enough to stress another target out. Who is also paranoid.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
You son of a! Alright, yeah, we're all stressing out. You're hopeless?
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Okay, at least I got everyone off death's door. Don't stun him. Please.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Please don't. Oh, you were stunned. See, the thing is, usually I would leave already. Oh, nice, you're vigorous. Usually I would have left already, but the problem is I really want to kill this thing because it is super interesting. It's new. You won't stop critting me, and I need you to stop. Wait, what? You get plus 80% protection if your HP is below. Is it even worth me fighting anymore?
Executed with impunity.
Yeah, well, now I know what you do. I need to, number one, oh, please. I can't even retreat. Someone stopped me. We're about to have heart attacks at this point. Well, if you had to heal anyone.
Precision and power.
Moncel's at death's door and is having a heart attack. All is lost and
This
dies.
is no place for the weak or foolhardy.
Oh, you're having a heart attack, which removed you down to death's door.
Cornered.
Trapped. Forced to fight on. Yeah. Excellent. I feel like this campaign is not long for this world. Okay. We left battle. You had another heart attack. Backline had a heart attack. That is 2 heroes lost on week 3. Oh, no, another 3 heroes lost on week 3. Sorry, my miscount. That's my bad. So,
Lessons to be learned.
one thing you need to learn about Darkest Dungeon is it is really, it's not as difficult a game as a lot of people make it out to be. Oh, Luminous and Necromania. Yeah. I can't imagine why you're fascinated with corpses. Having to do with, haven't seen a lot recently. So the thing that you need to know about Darkest Dungeon is it's not actually as difficult as a lot of people make it out to be, even in hard mode. But if you don't know for what you are planning, and if you go in ill-prepared, then you'll get destroyed like that. Which is a problem, because we got destroyed a lot like that. We also didn't know that the enemy was going to get, ridiculous prot at the very end of its life, which basically meant that unless I was bleeding or blighting it as a main source of damage, I wasn't really going to be doing anything at that point. Or I could be using, I guess, armor piercing with the, whatchamacallit, the shield breaker. But basically what's just happened is that campaign is now dead. This Rhapsody estate. We've got 3 deaths out of 16, and it's worth noting that there are still bosses I've never seen, different mechanics I've never seen. Oh, it's week 5 at least. Excellent. As well as in the final fight, you have to kill 2 of your own characters. Okay, technically you don't have to kill 2 of your own characters. There are certain buff techniques you used to be able to do where you could one-shot the final boss to prevent 2 characters from dying. But usually 2 characters die by necessity of the mechanics in the final fight. So if you have 14 deaths before then, you will lose the campaign. That is a lost condition. It will lock me out of the campaign. So 3 deaths this early is actually just way too much. You can see this has happened to me before, and that was in the 19th week of the not Color of Madness series, of the what was it called again? Crimson Court series. We mismanaged our diseases, which is a Crimson Court mechanic, and had to restart pretty early as well. This is This is not an entirely unlikely thing to occur. Okay, so we can now go darkest Rhaptropolis. Right? Metropolis. Yeah, Rhaptropolis. That'll do. And now I can do this as though I'm not explaining the opening. Ooh, we didn't see this last time, so I'll let it play.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Hey, see, there was a reason that 3 people died, to force me to restart the campaign so that I could do that. It all works out in the end. Water off a duck's back. All right, you know what? Boom, get that light out. Let's have our first encounter be replaced by...
And boogeymen.
Oh, it wasn't.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path.
Give me a key.
Just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
Whoa,
All
nice
may hear
miss.
of your arrival.
And yeah, you'll bleed to death. Excellent. If we had recovery, this would be the time to do it. Unfortunately, we don't. I mean, I can turn the light back on, but I don't really want to. I want to get all the loot.
Broken.
Oh, yeah. Good thing I turned the light out and have +3 loot. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten 50. Jesus. Usually, you can interact with this and get some stuff from it, but in hard mode, if you interact with it, it actually just gives you 100 stress.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Excellent. Excellent as well. Alright, let's start wailing on that frontliner. Call me Smithers, because I'm wailing. That one's for me. It wasn't supposed to be funny. Ooh, nice bleed though. Crit? High damage crit actually had a possibility. Maybe. Looks like we might actually be able to prevent this bloodletter from using point blank shot, which would be a good time. If this bleeds. Yep, you're dead. Excellent. I'll move myself to the front because that's an enemy that is already dead due to its bleed. Oh, nice crit.
Give them no quarter.
You never miss. And we'll loot it. What? It's trapped? Who could have known such a thing? Trying to get the world's most stilted delivery. Okay. Twilight Dreamer ignores stealth. 1 hero per roster. What? And you got automatinophobia, which is actually a problem. There's a fair amount of humans in this game. Ignore stealth. That's a significant change.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Okay. Gonna double upgrade the stagecoach.
Men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Infirm egomania. At least you're on guard. An on-guard plague doctor is pretty good.
Your work begins.
Good lord, you only have 2 abilities you can even use from the back line, rather. All right. Well, send him out.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
No, we don't need a second holy one. It's fine. Take a stack of food and sell a bot back. Yeah, that ought to be us. All right. It's okay. We can speed through these things now. Right? We did it once before, and now here's it done competently. Okay. Let's go. What? There's a light here? Who could have known such a thing? Really wish I could be changing your skill now, because there's a couple I really want to fix. Surprised him. Alright, definitely going to be reading them their rights at the end of this. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. As long as they don't dodge, basically, this will be fine. Boom!
Their formation is broken.
Alright.
Maintain the offensive.
Unlock Strongbox has a ladder. Huh. A ladder. Sorry, a shovel. Who'd have known it had a shovel? It's not like I took one shovel on this mission because I knew I was going to get another one and there's another obstacle at the very end that we can go through. Definitely not like that at all. The unfortunate thing here is the responsible thing to do is trying to remove that acolyte as quickly as is humanly possible. Oh. I mean, it's still the correct thing to do.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
It's not gonna work, but it's still the right thing to do. Oh god, if that actually hadn't missed and had hit its blight chance, that enemy would be dead instead of attacking, and that would be really good instead of garbage.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Got him in the end. Okay.
Press this advantage.
All right.
Give them no quarter.
No quarters whatsoever. You keep away from my change.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
So up here is a treasure, so that's what I was kind of leaving my light low for, just in case. Yeah, I'll go up here and get the treasure. Actually, no, because then I travel over that. That's fine. I'll just skip a room.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Extra key. Not bad.
Black as death.
So I know there's a fight in this room. I am planning on doing it in low light. Simply for the fact that there's a chest at the very end that I would really like to loot in low light. Okay. It's fine. I mean, we're going to come out of this fight with a lot of stress.
To a killing blow.
But that's okay. I'm effectively paying stress for the... Oh, good. Good trip. I'm effectively making the transaction of stress for better loot. It's basically what's happening right now. That 3 will soften up that bone soldier to the point where I believe Reynard will be able to kill them. Yep. In fact, exactly. Exactsies. 9, please bleed. Nice. Okay, very little damage needs to be... Never mind. Oh, that's sad. Well, it did bleed. It's annoying. Okay, you're stunned. I mean... but since it didn't stun you, you're not going to have lethal DOT. Okay, I need to kill you at the very start of the next turn then. Damn. Really? You act first? Really? So bad. Well, now it's lethal DOT. And you've already stopped your action, so whatever. I guess I'll just take as many healing actions as I can get. Since the enemy has a lethal DOT on them, it shouldn't trigger the stall mechanics. Yeah. Effectively, that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted to get as many heals out of the vessel as I possibly could before we turn around and murder.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Gosh, we're not getting amazing loot considering. Now, we shouldn't have a fight here until after a pack. Never mind. A lot of stress on you, bud. Right. I'll pump the light back up, try and get some scouting here.
Of safety.
Forgot that there was a trap there, actually. We can come back down here. Fine. Okay, your disarm chance is actually garbage, isn't it? Yeah, it's 60% versus 90%. Yeah, we'll use Dismas to disarm. If I can complete this battle without Pierpont stressing out, we can lower their stress significantly with the Divine Grace. The Divine Benefit, sorry. Okay, we surprised him. Not bad, not bad. So I can Disorienting Blast here in order to shuffle the Bone Arbalest, try and move them towards the front. At the same rate, damage will lock them down forever. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you're dead. Nice.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
All right. That's exact damage kills on 2 of them in the first round. Beautiful. Don't crit. Thank you. I mean, we can't even target the front line. Whoa, another crit. Please stress heal some of the other... Didn't stress heal Pierpont, unfortunately. All right. That could scarcely have gone better, to be entirely honest with you. How many torches do we have left? We have 2. Don't want to be fighting that last fight in. Yeah. I was wondering when that was going to trigger. Oh, you took 750 gold from me, you son of a gun. Okay. We probably did a lot more of this in low light than we really should have. That's okay. Thank you for not looting this one. A lot of food, alright. Yeah, I knew there was going to be a hunger check there as well. Alright. Yeah, we're not even going to be doing this in full light. I will be going to the final fight, naturally. You kidding me? Of course. Tear that down. Off the torch. Go into the fight. 49, okay. Come on! Really? Oh, it was so important that that hit. I'm mad. 1 HP! 1 HP! And now you're gonna stress Pierpont out. You know what? It's fair that you stress out, you son of a... You're useless.
There can be no hope in this hell.
Actually, Pierpont, daughter of a...
hope at all.
I'm the maddest man. Call me John Han, because I'm a madman. Oh yeah, go for it. I mean, if you're going to stress anyone out, please stress Pierpont out now. Missed the Bone Courtier. Nice crit, though.
Pummeling.
Reynard's doing well. Okay. Stop! What? Video game, please. Well, at least he's using Knife in the Dark. And thank you for critting. Oh, I was worried he wouldn't. What is this? This man has earned his name. Bone Courtier, come over here. I will name you. Now come a little bit closer. Okay, Arbalest is now dead. Bone Courtier is now dead. Corpses, dead. Oh, I will murder everything and everyone. Don't test me.
The slow death.
Good lord.
Unforgiving.
We got a Ruby. Ruby's not bad. Ruby's not bad. I'm glad that Pepon didn't get a negative quirk out of that. You got Clumsy, -5 dodge. You don't really have that much dodge anyway. Plus 15% damage versus human and lower stress versus human and stress lowered in Cove. Okay, well, at least we got pretty good quirks out of that. Nothing too bad, nothing too bad.
And the pistol. A fitting end to my folly. And a curse upon us all.
We're not going to be going to Eldritch for a while. I mean, the most Eldritch that we're going to be fighting in the early game is going to be in the Cove. And we wouldn't be taking a Jester to the Cove, right? Because the Jester is mainly bleed orientated in terms of their damage. That said, you usually take a Jester because you're trying to use their stress healing effect. So we'll take you. Stafford.
You will be laughing still at the end.
Really? Do you even have a healing skill? Yeah, you don't. All right, so you don't have a healing skill, so Hippocratic does nothing on you. You are supposed to be fast, so Nocturnal's a bit of a bad thing for you. Thin-Blooded, you already have low blight resist, so basically any blight effect is guaranteed on you. Runes Tacticians, some extra damage. I mean, since there's no blight in the runes, it's probably not that bad to take you. Ooh, Drillin.
Swaying. She mesmerizes her prey before the final strike.
Hell yes, Man-at-Arms, you are coming along. Drillin has Resolution, won't drink, but your Spirit Tools, so you will gain extra healing from all of the Vestal's abilities. And you're robust, so you've got extra disease resist. Excellent. Good old Man-at-Arms.
The strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
Howard, I'll still take you because my slots still need to be filled, but you're compulsive, which is a problem. Shocker, lowered stun resist, but you're Gothic, which word reconstruction, that is the healing effect of the other primary healing class in the game, the Occultist, who summons like kind of eldritch healing abilities. And Beast Hater, you're a Beast Hater. Not bad.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Now, we don't have a second healer, so I've basically got to take Panpool out on another mission, despite the fact that I desperately don't want to.
The Abbey calls to the faithful.
And with Healthstone, Dodge Stone, nothing really good on offer.
Gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
All right, well, we are now set up for our next attempt. I wonder which of these. Musketeer, I don't technically have a Musketeer right now. Can't I change you to Musketeer? I thought Musketeer was just Arbalest. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I thought it was just an Arbalest reskin. Now that's an Arbalest only. Oh, Arbalest only, it's doing the exact same thing. Yes, 30 boots versus 30 greaves. Fair enough. And there's a debuff amulet, which is actually not that bad. Plus 30% to skill charts, plus 30% to, this is debuffs, plus 30% to resist, as well as -4 dodge. I could easily see myself going on that medium mission. However, it would have to be in the next episode. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time in this, our second estate. Psst, don't tell anyone.